Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about some planetary energy that is affecting us. Hi, my name is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. That's just outside of Houston. I work with my angels and guides to assist my clients in many areas of their lives, to bring them special messages from loved ones who have passed, to dialogue with their angels for guidance into their own situation, or to assist them with their own psychic abilities. If you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. So today we are talking about Saturn in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, and right now in August 2021, we are dealing with full Saturn in retrograde, and it's one of those, it will stay in full retrograde until October 10th. After October 10th until January 15th, 2022, it's going to be in post shadow. So it's going to be lightening up and getting easier. But Saturn is kind of the planet of structure, time, calendars, authority, police officers, government officials. All of those are kind of really kind of in this energy of Saturn, of wanting us to control or kind of keep us in their sights, and kind of like want to make sure everybody that is doing the right thing. And so we're going to kind of feel this energy a lot more with Saturn in retrograde. And one of the things is a lot of people are feeling control, where before it's kind of like, oh, it's not a big deal. Right now they're feeling like someone else is telling me what to do or how to think or how to deal with things, and they're really not loving that part. And that's kind of the Saturn, kind of like we want to stretch out of this. We want to push this aside and kind of make our own agreements or our own judgment calls on things. One of the things that I've found that is very interesting is when Saturn is in retrograde, the government, all governments kind of like drag their feet on things, like things that they can normally like, okay, we're going to make this change and we're going to put this into place. It may not come right away, but the decision making comes really easy. Right now in Saturn in retrograde, that decision isn't coming as clearly, or it's kind of like, oh, we're going to do it, but it never quite gets signed or never quite gets put into law or whatever it is. And that's kind of that Saturn energy. We're not sure if this is going to work, or we're not sure if this is going to take place. Now, one of the things I will tell you that is coming up is the very beginning of August, we are going to have this conjunction between like our sun, Mercury, and they're going to be conjunct in the sign of Leo. And so this is going to be a great time to kind of avoid a few things. You want to avoid speeding, going too fast, lying about things, or kind of being etchy sketchy with things, like not giving the whole truth. It's going to be something that you're likely to get caught up in, and that karma is going to whip back really, really fast during that time frame. And it's all about your words or how you're dealing with things. So if during that time frame you're dealing with some of these issues, make sure that you're speaking your truth. Make sure that you're being really clear about what's going on so that you can voice that out. Let's see. On August 22nd, Saturn forms like a great trine with Venus in the sign of Libra. And this is going to change some destinies of people. This is really going to kind of kick things in a different direction, kind of like we've been going in this section, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're going in another direction. That is something that's really interesting to keep aware of, and just know that that's out there. One of the best ways to work through Saturn in retrograde is really tighten up your plans. Make sure that you're checking with your hotels, your accommodations, whatever it is. Make sure you're getting really, really clear. This is also a great time to set goals. Looking into your career path. Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right things? And this is a really good time to kind of like delay instant gratification, kind of putting that off. Like, I want to just kind of like see what comes up first. And even if I have to wait a while for this to come up, it's worth the wait. It's going to come up really interestingly. The next one is father figures. A lot of times during Saturn retrograde, because it's about authority, and usually our dads were in authority when we were kids, we are going to have stuff come up with father figures. And kind of working through this is kind of like a really good, healthy thing. So talking to other people about it, kind of getting someone else's insight can be really well. And I don't mean just like a friend. Could be a great time to get in therapy or to talk to someone else. I've had a lot of clients come to me and kind of talk to me about their father stuff, especially if their fathers have passed, to get that insight to kind of like, what do I need to do, or what do I require working through to release this energy once again. And sometimes people have parent issues, but sometimes it's a little bit harder when they're on the other side and you can't get that instant feedback or that instant information from them of kind of like, yes, I'm sorry I did this, or sorry this happened, or whatever else. So it kind of makes it a little bit interesting. So let's pull a couple of angel cards and hopefully get us a little bit deeper insight into all things Saturn in retrograde. So this one is popping forward first. This is about harmony. We want to be in harmony with what's going on around us. And when we fight what's going on, or kind of like pushing it back down, it's kind of like delaying what's the inevitable. And that puts us in a really strange energy of like not getting things done or not working through the things that are right in front of us. And that can make us feel even more stuck. Like I said, we're going to feel stuck in Saturn anyway. Might as well work through it while we're there. Next is music. Music can be such an energy release. And this is a great time to kind of amp up the music, maybe amp up really things that make you feel good, to kind of amp your own energy up to move yourself in a forward direction. So this is really, really important. Trust. When you trust yourself, when you trust the words that are coming out of you, if you say something, call it yourself like, oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke something. Let me change or modify these words, and do it right away. Otherwise, karma is going to be coming after you. And that's not what we want to deal with at this time frame. That is not healthy. It is not fun or easy to deal with in any way. So change your words right away. If you, sometimes you'll misspeak something, or like, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say. So let me catch my idea. Let me rethink about it for a second, take a deep breath, and then start moving forward. Our next one is inspiration and ideas. When it comes on our brain, our ideas come up and our inspiration comes up, it's your angels, guides, a way of kind of like, this is what we need to work on. This is what we need to deal with. Work on it. Those inspiration and ideas are ready there for us to work through and decide what's next for us. When we're working through our stuff, we are amazingly healthy. It may not always be easy, but it's really important that we're keeping track of what we're doing, what we're changing, and releasing things. It can be amazing to work through things and kind of get to that healed state of like, wow, I really feel better about this. I feel like I've kind of worked through what I needed to work through. That's always healthy and fun as well. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.